My name's Amy.
And I'm Annabelle.
And we're talking about research and planning. Google search allows us to find websites and information such as IMDb, which is useful because we can find thriller films of different subgenres. We looked at The Call, which is more to do with the psychological side of our open title sequence idea. We had an idea to use a mask to hide the identity of our character. We also saw The Purge, which encouraged this. Your Next inspired us to create a plan board with pictures, notes and dates on so that our villain could use this to stalk and track down our victim. Using YouTube, we looked at different thriller genre open title sequence, looking into what camera angles they used, editing from one shot to another, and how the characters dress and how they act. Looking at the film Seven, we got ideas of how our titles will look and what editing techniques to use, as scratching noise, flashes and backgrounds, etc.
Our blogs were useful because we could put up our PowerPoint presentations, which were recorded to get feedback from other groups. We found locations which we already knew were a good area to film in and put these ideas to our blogs. The locations we've used represent where an everyday event takes place. We have used a restaurant, park, beach and pier to take snapshots of the couple.
Ja, Ivan Chaikal, editing. For our edit, we used flashing titles and a specific font which looks like rough cutouts from a newspaper article. This links to our opening title sequence as he's cutting out pictures and sticking them to boards. We also added some color corrections over some of the clips we used to make them pop out more and not look as plain. We also synced some of the sound effects with our titles. It makes it look neater. Some of the sound effects also went over the normal clips to add more atmosphere, make you feel like you were there, using things such as traffic noises to go in time with the character walking. The titles also flicker in time with specific sound effects which we used. These sound effects are placed throughout the entire edit. We also color corrected some of the shots to make them pop and stand out more, and then this makes it look more darker, adds more mystery. Some of the transitions we also used, fading in and out, also adds more to the mystery, and then jump cuts help move along the edit, nice, fast and snappy, and makes it have more tension.
Sean Devaney talking about filming. We used an HC9, a camera which was useful because it was easier to carry and had many functions that aided our filming. It had a way to control the exposure so we could control how light and dark specific shots were. We then used this in shots near the woods where the sky was full of clouds, allowing us to make the shots brighter, thus visible. The camera had white balancing, allowing us to set the primary colors, although we often just set it to white. It did allow us to keep the colors intact, meaning when we added filters in the multicolored board shots, they were filmed as intended. The camera had a good ability to focus, meaning we could choose what the audience would focus on. We used this in the over-the-shoulder shots to focus on Carl, keeping Julie in the background. All these features meant that we could do most things with the camera, meaning we did some low-angled shots of Julie, making her seem powerful despite the situation. We used free sounds. This website provided us with multiple sound effects to add atmosphere to the shots. We had sounds to just create ambience, such as trains going by, birds tweeting, or police sirens in the distance. However, when we added sounds to add emotion and tension like a heartbeat and camera snaps. We used Amaranth, which allowed us to record dialogue in a quiet environment as it picked up sounds, which sounds very easily. The dialogue we recorded showed the characters' past and how their relationship ended, giving impact on the current day events. Dialogue included things like Julie saying, "You say I'm ignoring you, can you blame me?"